Failed Arizona gubernatorial candidate Kari Lake became ensnared in another lawsuit yesterday. Maricopa County Recorder Stephen Riker is suing Lake for defamation, saying he's lost friends and received death threats over her election lies. Despite losing several lawsuits for her false election claims, Lake has publicly insisted that Riker and other Maricopa County state officials stole the election from her by counting hundreds of thousands of phony ballots and meddling with how the ballots were printed.
By the way, this is, again, another example of gravity returning. We've been watching this for 7, 8 years saying, how are all these people getting away with doing this? How are they getting away with lying about elections? How are they getting away with lying about what happened at Sandy Hook? How are they getting away with lying about voting machines? How are they getting away with lying about people who are counting votes? How are they lying, whether it's in Georgia or Arizona? And it ends up, they're not getting away with it. It ends up, gravity is returning. And people are paying for their misdeeds, for putting other people's lives in danger, like this poor guy, who, again, just like the ballot counters in Georgia, were just trying to serve the country.
No, and I remember we ran into her, and she was so insistent that she won the election and kept saying it over and over.
According to the Associated Press, Riker is seeking monetary damages and always wants a court order to declare Lake's statements false, and in order to get Lake to remove her claims from social media.
Jen Psaki, this is a candidate who really kind of modeled herself after the Trump blueprint.
Yeah.
Just lies, 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 just ram through it all with lies and get people to believe you with your charisma.
That's right. And I remember all of us talking about this probably a year ago and saying things like, and I probably said this, she's a pretty effective communicator. She was connecting with people. She was charismatic. But as Joe just said, it's all coming back down. Gravity is pulling this all back down to planet Earth here, because what it is showing is that even the best snake oil salesmen or women out there can be held accountable by voters, by the law, by the basic values of the country. And I feel like there was a little bit of uncertainty about where the public was going to be on that before the midterm elections. And the midterm elections were, in my view, a kind of a turning point where we saw people stand up for democracy and stand up for the values of the country. But Kari Lake is in such a different place, June of 2023, than I think many people anticipated she would be in June of 2022, and that is a good thing for the country.
Yeah, you know, Gene, this is what I don't understand. This is a tragedy of it all, and I know of what I speak. I served, I was the first Republican elected in my district since Reconstruction, elected easily, and I kind of know what Republican electorate and what other people want. You take somebody like Kari Lake in Arizona. Kari Lake didn't have to go the direction she went because she was charismatic, because she had those skills. If she had been a Main Street Republican, she could have struck out at liberals, at high taxes, at high regulation. She could have been a champion of small business owners, of entrepreneurs. She could have been a champion of parents. She could have criticized schools for being shut down too long during COVID. She could have struck out against some of these things DeSantis is striking out against. She would have gotten elected governor. She would have stayed there for a very long time. I remember looking at the guy who lost in North Carolina, Cawthorn, who just would say the craziest things. And I looked at his district one time, and all he had to say is less taxes, less spending, more freedom. Right. And he would have been in that seat forever. I don't understand. They go to extremes. And politically, they blow themselves up. And Kari Lake's a perfect example of that, again, because an extraordinarily talented communicator. Everybody that went out and followed her on the campaign, whether it was Jen, whether it was Jen Palmieri, John Heilemann, they all came back and said she is really good communicating to people. She works hard. She goes everywhere. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
I don't get her either, because, as you said, she's very talented. She's, it's just as a politician, she has the talent, she has the charisma, and I really don't get her persistence in this. Right? So she ran as Super MAGA, and joined at the hip with Trump, and so she lost. But she persists. She keeps at it as if beating her head against that wall is somehow gonna change things, and all it's gonna do is hurt her more. So I think she is foreclosing a political future for herself that she might have had, and some would argue she should have had. I mean, she ought to be a good candidate for that state. She really should be. The state is changing, but it would still elect a mainstream Republican, and as you said, she could have been governor for as long as she wanted. But I think it just ain't happening now. It's not happening for her. She goes further and further away from reality.
Right. And the message I'm trying to send to anybody who may be watching here is, Kari Lake, two roads divided, right? Kari Lake could have, after she lost the governor's race, I don't like it. I'm upset about it. There's some things that really bothered me. You know what? I'm going to concede. I wish my opponent the best of luck. I love Arizona that much, and I'm here to help her any way I can. She steps off the stage, and at that moment, she begins running for the United States Senate, a race that's coming up this year. And she would have been the favorite, far and away the favorite. But she should have to get right with, like, the McCain people who she insulted, and the other people she insulted. I'll say it again to anybody who's listening. This is a game of addition. It's not a game of subtraction. That worked for Donald Trump on one fall day in 2016. It's never going to work again. One fall day. Stop emulating him. Why don't you emulate somebody like, I don't know, Ronald Reagan? He won 49 states. I don't know about you, but I don't want to be up all night seeing whether I won or lost. I've never done it before. I like knowing by 8 o'clock that it's a landslide. You should too.
Yeah.
And stop the nonsense. Play big. Play the long game. Be pro-democracy? Just a thought.